Is that for all the kiddies to dress up?
Well, and the big kids as well.
She would jot down anything she didn't like about the food.
Felt like there was something moving around behind him.
Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. New adventure for you today, and we're going in towards London, which is unusual for us.
You could park anywhere.
This is a series of underground tunnels located in Chislehurst, southeast London. During the Second World War, thousands of Londoners used to live here to escape from the Blitz. Over the years, it's had many uses: storing explosives, growing food, mining flint and material to make fertiliser. It's even been used as a stage by famous rock bands, including The Who, Jimi Hendrix and Pink Floyd. They're not quite ready for us yet, so we're going to wait outside. So here we are, very near London. Now I've got no signal with EE, and you've got no signal with, who are you with? Vodafone?
No, 3.
3.
I've got like a bar of 3G.
I haven't got anything at all with EE. Shocking, isn't it?
Shocking.
What are we paying for? So, no filming allowed in the tunnels anymore. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
They reckon if you walk every single tunnel down here, you'll cover 22 miles. This section is 12 to 1400 years old, dug out by the Saxons in order to use the chalk for agriculture. I'm going to leave you standing here for a moment. I'm going to pop round the corner and make a couple of rather loud noises. Are you ready? Yes! This was the spot chosen in the 1950s for the Chislehurst Caves Challenge. If you could spend 12 hours on your own overnight by the pool here, you get £5 prize money. Now, mid-50s when the challenge started, that was a couple of weeks' wages for some people, so definitely worth trying. In 1958, a young police officer called Tony Bayfield actually became the only person to complete this challenge. He said he could hear stuff moving around in the dark down here. Now, they had left him with some candles, but he said the light from those wasn't strong enough for him to see all the way to the end of the tunnels, and he therefore couldn't work out what was making the noises. It wasn't enough to send him back to the surface, though. He decided he'd stay. He did say afterwards, though, that he regretted that decision a few hours later when it felt like there was something moving around behind him. Now, he wasn't brave enough to turn round and take a look. Instead, he sat there desperately convincing himself that it was all in his imagination. And he said that was working until this thing moved in close enough that he could feel it breathing on the back of his neck.
Talked over. We're allowed to filter again now, and I thought it was really good. But I think it's really good because of the guide.
Yeah, he was very good.
Yeah, very good guide, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tea for me, please, Charlie. Very warm today, isn't it? That fridge is going to be working overtime. Noisy here, isn't it?
It's just children playing because we're right by the playground.
Got this cloth up, keeping the sun out, because I completely cocked up the way I parked here. Got an app that tells me which way the sun is going to go as well, so I really cocked it up. Coming to the tent, Charlie Brown. So what's the score on the house?
House? What about it?
Yeah.
It's an Art Deco house that was originally a medieval house, so it's got a mix of both. And it was owned by the Courtaulds, who were millionaires from the interior design business, I think. They like to travel a lot around the world, and apparently there's a map room where they planned all their travels. And they used to have a pet lemur that had its own heated little house.
Nice. Okay, let's get washed up and we're going to have a look.
Yeah. Eltham Palace was first recorded in the Domesday Book and later was presented to King Edward II in 1305. In the 1930s, Eltham Palace was transformed by eccentric millionaires Stephen and Virginia Courtauld. The lovely marquetry in the wall over there depicts their love of foreign travel. The left-hand side there is Italy, and you can even see their yacht moored in the foreground.
It's boiling in here. Somewhere along their travels, they picked up a lemur, which became a member of the family. Very similar to what we have on the coffee table in our campervan. This is where they planned all their trips. I must admit, I was expecting something a lot more plush.
For 70 years, all these maps were covered up, and the English Heritage have only just discovered them.
It all looks very plain to me. This is where two people died of boredom and abandoned their headsets, I think.
The Great Hall with its hammer beam roof was built for Edward IV 500 years ago.
Can you pass the salt?
So Virginia Courtauld would sit at this head of the table, and she had a little notepad by her place setting, and she would jot down anything she didn't like about the food so she could send a note to the cook.
Bet that cook was always pleased to get those notes.
The basement was used as a bomb shelter during the Blitz.
Is that for all the kiddies to dress up?
Well, and the big kids as well.
There's a few of them. Is it haunted?
No.
Oh. Or just make it up.
No, they do.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. At Halloween they have some
Oh, I see, yeah.
beautiful tours, but they're all made up.
Whew. I left Carol walking around the gardens. I'm absolutely boiling, drenched.
There's a quirky mix of medieval and modern in the gardens, with stunning herbaceous borders, formal rose gardens, and a rock garden with pools and cascades running down to the moat.
All in all, I thought the house was very interesting to visit, but not as plush as I was expecting. So we got a busy drive all the way through London. We haven't picked the best time of the day really, have we? 5 o'clock on a Monday.
Monday evening. Are we going to get held up in the rush hour? shall see.
Imagine so. Beggars can't be choosers. Never been through here before, have we?
Not that I can recall.
Nice view of the City of London.
Yeah. It's a Canary Wharf. Don't look very well, do we?
No, got the O2 on the right hand side.
Used to be the Millennium Dome.
Plenty of cars on it, and they're
Just
going.
make out the cable car. I don't know if you can see it on the camera.
1897 Blackwall Tunnel. And if you have to pay,
I don't think you did on the Blackwall Tunnel.
better look it up later just in case. Because you've got cameras above us right now.
Not under the Thames just yet.
No, quite a way to go,
Way
haven't
to
we?
go, yeah. Just entering the tunnel.
Quite a kink in it, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're very narrow lanes, aren't they?
Yeah. I wonder why they got these poles
Well,
in the right-hand lane.
are they flexible?
I don't know. They clearly just don't want lorries to go into the right-hand lane, do they?
Over the Thames now, under the Thames, just coming out the other side.
Okay, we're across. So we'll come off here, try and find a Chinese restaurant, then we'll head into Epping Forest to eat it, I think.
Very quick in there,
Good.
and they were very good, doing what we wanted, even though it wasn't on the menu.
That was very good of them. How much was it?
$21.50.
All the Deliveroo drivers waiting
Yeah.
for the orders, look.
Oh yeah, outside the Pizza Express. And a wing shack over there. Any places to eat round here?
Yeah. Not many places to park, mind. So we're back in Epping Forest.
When were we last here?
Uh,
Do you remember?
3 years ago,
No.
wasn't it? How long?
I think it was last year, April last year, when the
Really?
lockdowns were lifted and you were allowed to go outside your region,
Oh, right.
but you weren't, like none of the facilities were open, not any of the campsites or anything, like none of the hotels weren't open, but you were allowed to travel.
Is it working?
Please wait.
Ah.
Oh, what's the time now?
I don't know.
6 o'clock. I've paid for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Expires 7 o'clock.
What a bloody thing. No, I'm going to stick with water. Yeah. Right, we're all plumbed in. We just found a park up on Park for night. We're not going to stay here in the forest because overnight parking is not allowed. Plus this place also gets a bit leery.
Look like they shut the gates.
Think they do?
Doesn't look like it.
Nah, I was going to say.
Just said no vehicles over 3.5 tons.
Yeah.
And didn't say anything else.
Alright, I'm just going to work out which way the sun's going to go in the morning. This will do us for the night, won't it, Charlie?
I hope so. Can't imagine it's going to get that busy with dog walkers when the sun goes down.
I hope not. Well, I think that's been a pretty good day so far. Let's see what happens tomorrow, and I hope you'll join us for more adventures from the Little Red Camper. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, put on the bell so that you get notified, and then you won't miss any of our episodes. Come out a bit fast. It is, yeah, this is a great one. Thanks for watching.